going to talk to you quickly about breathing, and more specifically breathing from the diaphragm when you're riding. There are a couple of reasons of why this is a really good idea. One being that firstly, when you breathe using your diaphragm, it allows more air into your body, therefore allows more oxygen in to power your muscles so that you'll feel better when you ride because you've got more energy from that oxygen. Okay? Secondly, what that does, when you activate your diaphragm, it also activates the vagus nerve, which tells your brain to relax. It's part of your rest and digest system. So you activate the diaphragm, sends the brain a message, tells your body to just relax, okay? So, third reason for this is the diaphragm, where it attaches, it sits on the spine, one of the attachments. If you think of it looking like, I think of it looking like a jellyfish that sits in your rib cage. One of its attachments on the spine sits just on top of the attachment of the psoas muscle, which is the hip flexor down the front of your thighs, okay? So when you drop the diaphragm down as you breathe in, that also then allows the psoas muscle to release off as well. So you relax your hips as well, okay? So if you get tension in this area and they feel tight, breathing into the diaphragm can help alleviate that. And also, if they feel tight and they're then transmitting tension to your horse, you relax them off, you're then telling your horse that you're calm, okay? So you've got more oxygen, you've told your brain that you're calm, even if you're not. And you've also told your own body and your horse that you're calm, again, even if you're not, okay? So I use this quite a lot because I'm quite a nervous, anxious rider. And it's really simple to do, but it does take a little bit of practice, so it's good to do at home, sort of, or driving the car and stuff like that. What you're going to do, you're going to put your hands on your belly. Obviously, don't do this version if you're riding. And as you breathe in, you're going to send your belly out, okay? So you're like, comedy version. Breathe out, send the air out, okay? So you're breathing in and your belly should go out, and that's dropping the diaphragm down, allowing more oxygen into your body, okay? So take a few breaths like that. Just get used to that as a natural breathing pattern, okay? Then, next time you're on your horse, do that again. Just get on, and just as you're walking around, start to just do the breathing, okay? And if you can get that, and you've got it nice and flowing, and you feel quite relaxed, then you can take it a little step further, okay? You're gonna have to bear with me on this, because it sounds a little bit bonkers, okay? And, well, you know, you'll just have to believe me and try it out, and hopefully, if you're doing it right, your horse will respond, okay? First one is when you're breathing into your diaphragm, then think about breathing into your hips. So imagine that you can send air into your hips. Now, if you've got one hip tighter than the other, this is really effective, being like, if your right hip is, say, feels a bit tight, feels like it's not as good as the left one, you can be thinking, breathe into my right hip. Okay? So try that out, breathe into your hips. Then if you get that one, then imagine that you can breathe down into your diaphragm, into your hips, and then send that breath down into your horse, okay? I know I sound absolutely mad now, but just try it. Just don't kind of preconceive what may or may not happen or why. Just do it. Just really focus on your breathing. Breathe in, send that breath down, and think, I'm sending breath to my horse. Just see what happens. And if you do try it out and something does happen, let me know. All right? Hope all that made sense. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments box below, and I will see you soon. Bye.